man conquers the highest mountain, but creates something that can obscure the sky above it. This is not a weapon. This is a hammer from the cosmos that has knocked on our planet's door before. A city of light. What would it look like when faced with a man-made sun?
A scream from the planet, loud enough to be heard itself.
A provision chair.
Every symphony has a first note. In the story of destruction, it begins humbly with trinitrotoluene.
1 ton. Powerful enough to create a perceptible shock.
A warning. A testament to contained chemical power. Not enough to destroy, but enough to remind. But humanity did not stop there. They looked deeper. Into the heart of matter, where a divine power was kept. They found a way to break the atomic chains.
Each rupture worthy the next, in an exponential dance of destruction.
And from that knowledge, Little Boy was born. A simple machine for a complex result.
Its power, 15 kilotons, the equivalent of 15,000 tons of TNT.
A power not meant to destroy stone, but to rewrite history.
Visualize the first circle, the circle of absolute heat. Followed by the signature of its power, a wall of air moving faster than sound.
An invisible punch, enough to level the most solid structures. If breaking the atom was to steal the spark of the gods,
then fusing them is to wield the power of a star.
This is thermonuclear fusion, the engine of the cosmos. And this is the machine designed to harness it, Castle Bravo. Let us place this power in the heart of one of the world's most beautiful cities.
15 megatons. 1,000 times more powerful than Hiroshima.
No longer a bomb. This is a localized extinction event. The zone of total destruction. Everything inside is AI reconstructed as having been vaporized. Its shockwave would flatten structures for tens of kilometers. Icons that stood for centuries, erased in seconds. Even at this distance, the thermal energy is still enough to cause severe burns. But humanity, in its madness, wanted to go further. They called it Tsar Bomba, the king of bombs. "50 megatons, the limit of human imagination." To visualize this power, we need a yardstick from nature. This is the fireball of the Tsar Bomba, a small, man-made sun.
But that was just the beginning of its performance.
Its mushroom cloud was 7 times taller than Everest, punching through the stratosphere.
Its shockwave weakened, but it did not disappear.
But even humanity's most fearsome weapons are mere toys.
Point when compared to the wrath of the planet itself.
1883. The world was about to witness one of the greatest natural displays of power. Pressure had been building for centuries, deep beneath the Earth.
The explosion was equivalent to 200 megatons, 4 times the Tsar Bomba.
It created shockwaves, not only in the air, but in the ocean. But the most incredible thing was its sound. It was heard clearly in Perth, Australia.
And also on Rodrigues Island, almost on the other side of the Indian Ocean.
It is recorded as the loudest sound in modern history.
Its ash flew into the stratosphere, changing the global weather.
The sky was tinged with a ghostly red, a reminder that this planet lives and breathes. But in the vast universe, there are forces that obey no planetary or human laws. They come from the darkness between the stars.
Remnants from the dawn of the solar system.
Occasionally, one of them goes astray. Locked into an unavoidable collision course.
66 million years ago, an uninvited guest arrived.
Its size was equivalent to a mountain.
It plummeted at 20 times the speed of a bullet.
Energy released, 100 million megatons. Equal to all nuclear weapons on Earth combined, multiplied by 1 million.
It created a crater 150 kilometers wide and 20 kilometers deep. To visualize, such a crater would engulf an entire vast delta. Giant walls of water, called mega tsunamis, swept the coastlines.
But the real destruction had only just begun. The sky caught fire.
And then, darkness fell. A nuclear winter, but not one of man's making. Photosynthesis ceased. The foundations of life collapsed. The age of Earth's rulers came to an end.
Its signature was not just a crater, but the end of an era. A reminder that we are merely guests on a planet with a history of violence and rebirth.
Life rises again.
Always has.
But
from the destruction,
not to sow fear.
But to sow the seeds of appreciation.
Appreciation for creation.
Appreciation for resilience.
And above all, appreciation for the fragility of it all. In the next episode.
We dive into the abyss to visualize what happens when a nuclear explosion is triggered at the bottom of the ocean.
Click subscribe